Alright, hello, welcome to my political life video blog. And guess what? Here's your worst nightmare about, the liberal media by special people buffoon smurfs are at it again. You know what I'm talking about. The media says the NRA has banned guns at the event with Vice President Mike Pence, but here is the real truth about this one that you don't want to know. It's from theblaze.com, and it says that and you can read all those newspapers like USA Today, and check out this huge story, and so is ABC News. You know what I'm saying. Anyways, Vice President Mike Pence is slated to speak at the, you know who, yeah, guessed it, National Rifle Association's leadership forum in Dallas, Texas, probably this Friday or whatever it is. You know what that means. But his presence has caused a change in the typical protocol for the group. Maybe it just, you know what I'm talking about. What about NRA's statement to attendees says that due to the attendance of the Vice President of the United States, and that's why the U.S. Secret Service will is ready to responsible for this event at the NRA ILA Leadership Forum. Now, as a result, you might think you're so smart about firearms and firearm accessories and knives and weapons, all kinds of stuff will be prohibited. It's not allowed. You cannot bring guns or keep it civilized in this form to priority to and during his attendance. So here's why I'm saying these things about attendees at the NRA events. And you know why? Because the typical thing, according to with local laws, and will be able to resume doing so after Pence leaves the K. Bailey Hutchinson Convention Center Arena. Well, guess what? Tell you one thing is, it's gonna be seriously. But regardless of the weapon ban being imposed by the Secret Service rather than the NRA gun control groups, Parkland survivors, and even some NRA members are calling the move hypocritical. Well, now here's your worst nightmare. On Twitter, a student co-founder for the March for Our Lives movement tried to respond to this news and saying this, quote, "The NRA has evolved into such a hilarious parody of itself." Speak for yourself. It's not a parody. It's not hilarious. You got it all wrong. I don't know who you are and what your name is for the March of Our Lives movement to respond this. And you try to tell us that the NRA has evolved a hilarious parody of it. Think again. You are just clueless. Did you? Now, a parent whose 14-year-old was killed in the Parkland school massacre, Fred Gutenberg, just tweeted. It says, "On so many levels, this is enlightening according to the NRA, and we should want everyone to have the weapons when we are, you guessed it, in public. But when it comes but when it, but when they put on a convention, the weapons are concerned. Are concerned. Well, I thought giving everyone a gun was enhanced safety. Am I missing something? Well, you just don't know what you're missing, parent. You just don't know what you're missing. And of course, you don't know what you're talking about. And that's what's missing. You. That is what you're just missing. Matt Deitch. I bet he's a survivor of the Parkland killings. Asked on Twitter and asked this question. Oh no, I am not gonna put up with this. Put up with this mess. And it says, to make the vice president safe, there aren't any weapons around. But when it comes to children, they wanted guns everywhere. It sounds like the NRA wants to protect people. Matt, you got it all backwards. Everyone in the NRA wants them, keep these guns safety. It's safe. And I don't care if it protects children. So what? Because everybody wants to sell guns not for kids. I'm sorry, it's not for kids. But I agree with you. But you need to think again, as far as we're concerned. This is so absurd to me. But the online forum, Texas CHL Forum.com. And getting feedback from these mixed messages. And one user wants to know that the NRA was complying with laws that prohibit the carrying of guns, where Secret Service protectees visit, use Miller. Just everybody just said. Just add it to the list of laws that need to be changed, since it very clear sends a double message. Here's another user. Grundy 1133 said, I've decided not to well, guess what? Too bad. Too bad. That's your problem. The NRA needs it. That's your problem. Not everybody's problem. Yours. Because all you Parkland students, you know what I'm talking about. You're just stubborn as a mule, as far as we're concerned. Yeah, I know. So, what else can I say? Now, user, what's this? 2 more to go. User Rachel just called out the facts that the media was assessing the form and accused outlets to twisting their words of commenters. And it says concerted effort to malign by the NRA, by those no good for nothing liberal media, by special people buffoons and all the leftists. And they are very aware that it is the Secret Service that has exercised their authority rights to ban weapons, backpacks, drones, I gotta read this. aerosols, or should I say, Barbasol, whatever it is. It's not a shaving cream. It is a shaving. Elvish music, you watch too many commercials. I am not, because everything else can be civilized. But there's more. Signs, selfie sticks, and etc. But it makes a great headline to say that the NRA isn't allowing guns. Quit blaming the the moral of the story of my political life video blog is this. Here is your worst nightmare ever. Are you ready? This will blow your mind. Quit! Hey you, leftist and liberal media bias people buffoons, especially your friends of Parkland schools. Here's my advice to you. Quit the NRA. Quit blaming the NRA. And everybody knows that the President of the United States, that's right, Mr. Trump, and Vice President Mike Pence would attend, that's right, would attend the NRA convention every year. And give me one good reason why. Because President Trump is also expected to attend the event, but his anticipation has not been confirmed at all. Publicity. And it would be the fourth and last time that Trump would address the NRA. That's why he is the president. To have spoken, and why? Because it has spoken. God spoken. We are spoken. We as conservatives, we are Republicans. Everything, everywhere you go in the United States of America and the world has spoken while he is in office. See how you like it. Liberal media bias, pressure people, buffoons, smurfs, and that goes for you too, leftists. And by the way, liberals, why in heaven's are you petrified with silence? You don't listen, do you? Wake up. The NRA needs everything. So be it. And that is my political life video blog story. And I'm sticking to it.